sorts of costs for local government, including compliance and legal regulation costs. There's going to be things because of copyright, extended copyright for libraries and universities and things like that. There are going to be costs on society, which will be borne by local government as well.
There has been in the media speculation, for example, that City Care may be purchased by a French company. Are there any risks to us as a city having sovereignty over the asset sales if they go ahead, in terms of what the TPPA will actually mean in that regard, whether it's for things like employment or labour relations or environmental laws?
So there is a city in Poland, or Poland has been sued and lost over a decision to privatise, to do asset sales, and then they reneged on that. They decided not to. The company that was lined up to buy the whatever it was, which I can't remember at the moment, has sued them and won against that company.
If we wanted to, if the decision was made to sell it, and we wanted to sell it to a local company, would the TPPA prevent us from being able to control the
It wouldn't prevent you, but it would open yourself to open the council up to being sued by an international corporation because they didn't have weren't accepted in the process, or it might, if there's a corporation, there's 1,608 corporations that are party to the deal. You know, remember that there's only 12 countries, but there's hundreds of corporations that are party to the TPPA. 1,608 operating in New Zealand at the moment. So that if you chose the Christchurch company, for argument's sake, to sell to, someone else here would say, yeah, that impacts on our profits because we might have had a chance, or that we might be doing something similar.
There's a major difference between the China Free Trade Agreement and the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The China one restricts investor state to things that are already in place.
So China's already going to be part of this at this point.
Yeah.
But they couldn't
No,
have
they're
that.
not, but because we've already got an FTA with them, they now get the rights of the TPP because they have this agreement that it's, I can't remember the name of it, no.
So you think this investment disputes paragraph is oversimplified and a little bit naive?
Yes.
So it'd be interesting to see the LGA actually say.
But I can finish. The TPPA agreement, the China agreement is for it's contracts and things that are already in place. The TPPA agreement looks to things that could be in place. To give you an example, Billcom, an American company, wanted to build a quarry in Nova Scotia. It was over the city's groundwater supply. The city and the state, the city and the state turned down the application for environmental reasons. It didn't meet their environmental qualifications. Billcom sued the Canadian government for $300 million for loss of profits on something they hadn't even started, and they won.
Yeah.
And that's where the American corporations are much more aggressive than the Chinese. The Chinese, they're subtle, they want to work with us, want to make things work, and we're not rocking the boat, they're not rocking the boat. Americans just get stuck in.